light on. How's everybody doing today? Had some things happen. Life happens. You have to kind of pivot and be able to change as things happen in your life. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make the live this morning. Did make it. Obviously, I'm here. But I'm changing it up. Hey, Peter, how you doing? I changed it up. I did film the pumpkin bread using my puree. That comes out Saturday, 9 a.m. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it live. Like I said, life happens. But I did get it baked. I already have it sectioned up for the part I'm going to eat. Not all of it now, but I'm going to eat. There's 4 small sections, and then this section will go in the freezer. I usually make 1 or 2 breads or cakes, and then I have them, cut them up, seal them, put them in the freezer. That way I eat now, and I have half whenever I want it. So, with that said, I'm excited to give this a try. I have my black coffee to go with my dessert, even though it's 11 a.m. Here at Okies Eden, I make my own rules. I want dessert at 11 a.m. I'm having dessert at 11 a.m. I think that if I've lived and made it almost 60 years on this world, on this planet, if I want dessert at 11 o'clock, I'm going to have dessert at 11 o'clock. Now, before I try this, I'll show you. It has raisins. It is cooked perfectly, 35 minutes at 350. It smells absolutely delicious. Like I said, I didn't put any walnuts or any pecans in it. I know some people like that in their breads. It's a perfect fit if that's what you want to do. I like raisins, so I put raisins in mine. I'm not a big walnut fan and a pecan fan. I think that's a little high. I don't know of many other people that drink black coffee in my circle of family and friends, Peter. I drink it black, and then I have creamers, I have sweeteners, I try different things all the time. But much like when you're drinking a wine, if I'm having something really sweet, I'll have black coffee. If I'm having something savory or not sweet, I might add some sweetener to my coffee. So I kind of go by whatever we're having. If I'm just drinking coffee, I drink it black. If I'm getting up in the morning, getting ready to go out into the garden, I drink it black. So anyways, hey, Grandma Teresa. So there it is. Here it is, people. We're gonna go for my first bite. I've made pumpkin pie many times in my life, but never with my own puree. So here it goes. Okay. This is delicious. I am going to tell you, pardon me for talking with my mouth full. I changed it up a couple of years back, which I mentioned in the video of me actually cooking it. When I do pumpkin bread, banana bread, applesauce cake, any of those, I no longer put them and cook them in a bread pan. I don't put them in a 4x8 or a 5x9 anymore. I have found in my years of experience cooking and baking that, 350 for a cake mixture or bread mixture, you have to cook them sometimes for 50 to 55 minutes is what a lot of the recipes call for. By the time you cook a pumpkin bread or a banana bread for that long at 350, a lot of times the outside, the top portion, it dries out because it's in the heat for so long. So a few years ago, I ran a few tests. I have a 9x9 baking cake pan, square, 9x9 square. I butter it. I put my paper sling, my parchment paper sling in it, so it's easy to pull out, and then I just pour all the contents in. That way the cake, instead of 5x9 and higher, is 9x9, so it's a little thinner, but it cooks evenly. This cake, you can see it's moist all the way through. As it pulls apart, you can see there's no dry spots in that, okay? Nothing separated. There is just something about knowing it's from your garden. Knowing that the main ingredient is unadulterated. It has no pesticides. It has no poisons. It has no bug sprays on it. It has no fertilizer, no man-made fertilizer. It's all my compost and native dirt. And I think that that's just awesome that you can take something from your very own garden, grow it, and taste it in this fashion. It is just unbelievable. To top it off, that pumpkin gave me 10 cups of puree. This uses 1.5 cups. Pumpkin pie uses 2 cups. So I still have 6.5 cups left, plus 2 cups in the freezer, plus 3 cups of soup left. The Okies Eden Cookbook. You don't have to, Peter. You can just go on the video Saturday and copy it off. I don't have a cookbook. I'm a simple cook. I'm not a chef. I'm not even a great cook. This is the way I cook. This is what my family likes. This is what I like. And that's what cooking really is. You can watch chef shows. I have 150 cookbooks. I have cookbooks predating World War I, because I like to go back in time and do some of the cooking when times were really super tough, because you never know when we're going to hit those times again where you only have maybe 4 ingredients. You have to make do and feed your family and make it taste good so you want to eat it. So if you want, just go in. I would, if you want to try to make it and you like it, just go into my video, copy and paste it, take your mouse in there and copy and paste it, put it in a Word document or whatever they're using nowadays, and then print it off. Yeah, so like I said, there are so many iterations of this. My pumpkin bread, it's delicious. This is unbelievable. That comes out Saturday, the video. It's only about 10 minutes. Please watch it. You can also add walnuts. You could add pecans to that. You can add dried fruit to it. You can add, you could do a spiced cream cheese frosting. You could do a butter frosting. There's so many things you can do with it because it's much like a spice cake, except using pumpkin puree. There are so many things you can do with that kind of stuff. Now, what I'll tell you, what I've done in the past, flavors go well with pumpkin pie as far as making the pumpkin pie. Typically, it's allspice, nutmeg, clove. I'm not a big clove person, but it does go well with it. Some people love clove. Cinnamon, I think I said nutmeg. And then you can actually buy pumpkin spice if you'd rather just buy the pumpkin spice. It's going to have the allspice, nutmeg, clove, and cinnamon in it, and then you can just add whatever you want there. I like to control each one a little bit, and ginger, I forgot ginger. Chocolate, vanilla. So I know chocolate goes well with the banana bread. I would say honey, maple, vanilla would go really good. I didn't use any vanilla because there were recipes that use it, others don't. I didn't because the star of the show is the pumpkin puree, and those warming spices actually help enhance the flavor of the pumpkin puree. I didn't want the vanilla masking the pumpkin. I use vanilla in banana bread and stuff, but I don't use it in pumpkin. I don't use it in spice cake because I want the spices to be the star of the show. But yeah, chocolate would be good on that or in that. If you want to take some cocoa and mix it in and try it, I would give it a try. But like I said, just go into the video on Saturday, and if you want to do that pumpkin soup and my biscuit recipe tomorrow, just go in and right click or whatever on the recipe in the description. I don't care, copy and paste it and then print it out and make your own little cookbook if you want. Reminder, tomorrow I'm doing biscuits. I'm hoping to do it live, but like I said this morning, I was going to do this live where I was making the pumpkin bread. But life happens. I had to change a couple things up. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it, so I make the live. So I made it this morning early in the kitchen real quick. It only takes about it takes longer to cook than to mix it all up. It takes about 10 minutes to prepare and about 35 minutes to cook. So it took longer to cook. Ended up, none of that stuff happened, so I was able to make it, but I had already made the bread. So I just figured I would do a taste test with my coffee. Tomorrow, 11 a.m., everything permitting, I'm going to do my biscuit live. The reason I'm doing my biscuit live, because coming up soon, I'm going to take my puree that I made the other day, and I'm going to mix that with a roux, like for a biscuits and gravy, and I'm gonna make a pumpkin puree gravy with roasted turkey, and then I'm gonna pour that over biscuits as I prepare for what we do for Thanksgiving or any kind of harvest dinner. Since turkey and pumpkin and cranberry is the stars of the show around Thanksgiving here in the United States, I'm going to make my biscuits tomorrow, so everybody knows how I make my biscuits. And then in a week or two, I'm going to make the pumpkin puree gravy with a roasted turkey. And then that's going to be poured over the biscuits. And I'm going to do a recipe. It only takes a few minutes. It's going to be a cranberry apple compote that you can put on the side or as a garnish. It's the cranberry compote is good on hamburgers. It's great on pork chops. It's great on just turkey or chicken, or just spread it on a sandwich with a turkey sandwich. It's really good. It's tart, it's sweet, it's got apples and cinnamon and sugar and cranberries. That's why I'm doing the biscuits tomorrow, because I'm prepping for the following week where I'm going to add to it by adding a gravy. In the South, it's big as biscuits and gravy, sausage, biscuits, and gravy. But I'm going to do my little twist on it, on things I like, and I'm going to do a pumpkin turkey biscuits and gravy with a cranberry compote. So I hope you guys will be around for that. This recipe for this pumpkin bread, which is delicious. You can already see I've eaten it. Half is going to be eaten, half will go in the freezer. That comes out Friday at 9 a.m. And then I have a bunch of videos coming out, one on more on composting, one on some maintenance, and another, I have a small potato patch I harvested. Got a few pounds out of that. That's coming up. My sugar pumpkin pie playlist, I did another update. I do have sprouts out there, so I did a quick update on that. That playlist is called Dirt to Dessert. It's going to be my pumpkin, my sugar pie pumpkins that I planted, that video, all the way to when I make the pumpkin pie and eat the pumpkin pie. That's going to be one playlist. That's in constant progress as I keep adding videos to that. There's 3 now, and I just keep adding every week as I have progress in the pumpkin patch of the sugar pies. Yeah, I have a bunch of compost today I'm taking out here in a little while. I'm talking about how much compost I create in a week and over a year in my next video, just to kind of get people to realize that you can feed your own garden without buying product from stores that's man-made, it has chemicals in it. You can feed your own garden. In a year or two, you can have a super healthy garden with everything it needs just by composting. We create a lot of compost in the United States. And I didn't realize it until I really started gauging how much I used or made. And then I'm also adding trellises today. That video will be coming out. You know, I already have my trellises. I'm adding extensions to the trellises because I'm planting another fall planting of cucumbers. So that'll be 4 foot. There'll be like 4 by 8 wings that go out from the trellises so I can have more vertical growth. And I'm going to be doing a video on vertical gardening versus horizontal gardening and how you can gain valuable real estate and space for other stuff you want to plant horizontally. So that's going to be upcoming. So let me grab another little bite of this. I'll get one with the raisins. If I didn't have other people in my household, if they didn't know I made this, I would eat this whole thing and just never tell anybody. But they already know. So I can't just plow through this whole thing. I would love to, and I could, but I won't. I'll tell you what, pumpkin pie, pumpkin cheesecake, pumpkin bread, pumpkin pancakes with coffee, it is just delicious. Also, coming up, I'm going to be doing a pumpkin cheesecake. And with my puree, so I'm gonna make the crust. I'll do the graham cracker crust. I'm not gonna buy one. You can buy them, but since this is farm to table, I'm gonna be real about it. I do have some people in my family that have gluten issues. When I make the pumpkin cheesecake, I'm gonna make 2 cheesecakes, and one will be with a walnut crust that I put the walnuts in a food processor, mix it with the butter, bake it, and then pour in the cheesecake into the pie pan, and that will be for the ones that can't have gluten. And then I will do the regular graham cracker crust, where I cook that from scratch. I break up the graham crackers, and then I make the actual pumpkin pie, or I'm sorry, the pumpkin cheesecake with my puree and bake it. So that's coming up. So I'm trying to do a bunch of different pumpkin things. I am going to be doing a roast pumpkin dish coming up, where I'm gonna cut a piece out that's like a bowl, and I will create that as a serving dish, where I'll put in some turkey and some cranberry compote, and then I can just reheat it in that. And then as I'm eating the turkey and the compote, I'm actually eating the pumpkin from the shell. So hopefully everybody will stay tuned for that. So with that said, let me have my last bite of pumpkin bread. Delicious. This comes out Saturday. Pardon me. Saturday, 9 a.m. Please watch the video of me making pumpkin bread. With that said, I hope you all have a great day. It's hump day, it's midweek. Let's finish this week off strong. Enjoy your day. See you Saturday. Actually, see you tomorrow with my biscuit recipe. Peace.